All right, so simplifying powers of I, take two. These four things over here on the left, you're going to want to have those written down somewhere. Those are going to be your answers, basically. Whether it's -1, -I, 1, or the other one, they usually write I. So they just leave it as I. Those will be the four possible answer choices. All right, so what I'm going to look for whenever I'm simplifying powers of I is I'm going to think of everything. I'm going to look at those exponents, and I'm going to think about the multiples of 4. You know, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Those are going to be really helpful in simplifying these powers of I. All right, so if I had I to the 4th, that's equal to 1, of course. But if I multiplied it by another I to the 4th, well, this would give me I to the 8th. Well, because I had I to the 4th and I to the 4th, which is just 1 and 1, I'm still going to have 1 when I multiply them. So I to the 8th is equal to 1. All right, and if I were to do I to the 4th times itself 3 times, all right, that would give me I to the 12th, but that's still going to equal 1 because all 3 of these were equal to 1, and we're just multiplying them. All right, so any multiples of 4, when the exponent up here is a multiple of 4, your answer is just going to be 1. So if it was I to the 16th, I to the 20th, I to the 24th, these are all going to equal just 1 whole. All right, so that's this one right here. This one's very important. It's going to be kind of my key in simplifying these powers of I. All right. Oh, no, I've got them on the previous page. All right, so I'm going to simplify like 4 of these, it looks like here. So the first one, I to the 26th. So what I want to do is I want to take off as many multiples of 4 as I can. All right, so like I could rewrite this expression if I wanted to as I to the 4th times I to the 22nd. And because I've got an I to the 4th here, well, that's just equal to 1, so I don't even have to include it. But then I could take the I to the 22nd and write it as I to the 4th times I to the 18th. And just I could keep doing this process over and over until I get this part as small as I can get it. All right, but the fast way to do it is just to take off as many multiples of 4 from this exponent as you can, and then kind of see what's left over. All right, so the closest multiple of 4 for 26 is going to be 24. All right, 24, divided by 4 is equal to 6, so 4 divides it evenly into that. But we have two i's left over. So I've got 24 plus 2 is equal to 26 here. Well, this I to the 24th part just goes away because that's a multiple of 4. So this part is just equal to 1. So I don't care about it anymore. So my answer is just going to be this little I squared part. And I'm just going to scroll back up. I squared is equal to -1, and that's going to be my answer. I squared is equal to -1, and that will be my answer. All right, so for I to the 85th power this time, let's scroll up. So the 85th power, I want to take off as many multiples of 4 as I can. Well, I know I can take off 80 of them. All right, this is just how I'm thinking of it. I know 4 goes into 80 evenly. So that's going to leave me with I to the 5th of them. And so I can roll out the 80. That's a multiple of 4. I to the 5th, that's equal to I to the 4th and an I to the 1st. All right, and then the I to the 4th I can just get rid of. So my answer here is simply I. All right. I guess you could say the answer is the square root of -1. But on our multiple choice thing on Canvas, I think I is what you have to type in there. Okay. All right. So I to the 199th power here. So we're going to take off a whole bunch of 4s. I know I can take off 100 of them. All right. So I've got I to the 99th now, because I know 4 divides evenly into that. How many times does 4 go into 99? So 4 goes into 125 times. So this means that 4 is going to go into 99 24 times, which is 96. So 96 is a multiple of 4. And there's 3 I's left over. So I'm splitting up that 99 like this because 96 is a multiple of 4, which means this part just equals 1. So I don't care about it anymore. All right, and then we're left with I to the 3rd, and I to the 3rd, that's equal to -I. And that would be my answer, -I. All right, last one is I to the 52nd power. 52 divides evenly by 4. All right, 4 goes into 5 one time. Subtract those, you're going to get 12. 4 goes into 12. So 4 goes into 52 13 times evenly. And so this whole expression, since 52 is a multiple of 4, is equal to 1. That'd be our answer.